Hello friends! Welcome back to our third episode of Sensitive Storytime. If this is the first time you've come to one of these videos, I want to give you a quick introduction. My name is Carolina Mariposa and I am the founder of a company called Butterfly Grove, where I support highly sensitive children, teens, and families. And Sensitive Storytime is our program for our littlest highly sensitive people, where you can learn about what it's like to be highly sensitive, as well as ways to cope with being highly sensitive through reading different stories. So today's story I'm very excited about is called The Rescuer of Tiny Creatures. The words are by Curtis Manley and the pictures are by Lucy Ruth Cummins. And I chose this story because I believe the main character of the story, who rescues tiny creatures, is highly sensitive. They don't necessarily say that when they are telling the story, but I think it's a great example of many of the kids that I know who are highly sensitive and how much highly sensitive kids often care about animals and nature. So with each page, I'm going to show you the pictures and then read what it says. So there's the first page. See, they're on the playground there. I rescue tiny creatures. It's a special job. A job no one else seems to care about. Here's the character looking at her tiny creatures. So many tiny creatures get into trouble every day. They get flipped on their backs and can't turn over. They end up in places with nothing to eat. They crawl only halfway across the sidewalk before the day gets warm. She's kind of a superhero, huh? Tiny creatures need friends who can rescue and understand them. Looks a little sad in that one. What's going on? Ms. Williams, Roberta has been picking up worms again, says Louise. Oh, Roberta, don't touch anything. I'll turn on the water for you. No one has ever been harmed by earthworm slime, I say, but no one hears me. But my cat understands, and she's a good helper. She follows small moving things. She points out moths. She corners spiders. My little brother helps too. My little brother's there saying, yuck. Because he's not as into it as she is. I carry the ladybug outside. Fly away home, I whisper. She rescued a ladybug and let it go. So nice. The best rescues were when I got to know a tiny creature before letting it go. The millipede was smooth and dry, and it curled into a spiral when I picked it up. On my hand, it went exploring with its bobbing feelers, but I couldn't feel it at all, even with all those stomping feet. Did it even know my hand was alive? I wonder. But some rescues came with rules I had to follow, like when I found a baby snail in a bunch of radishes. Mom said, that thing can eat whatever it wants in the front yard, but it is not welcome in the garden, young lady. And one time my effort was not appreciated. I picked up a dragonfly that was flopping around on the ground, and it bit me, and I dropped it. No fair, I said. I was trying to help. It's no fun. With some rescues, I was just too late. A beetle slowed down and stopped. A bumblebee struggled in the garden. All I could do was put them where no one would step on them. They were still there the next day, not moving, so I kept them. They are so beautiful. She looked at them in her microscope. Do you have a microscope? So cool. Next picture. What's she holding there? Tiny little spider. Most rescues are easy. Like with a baby spider, it's so tiny, just a stripy speck with legs. But some rescues seem impossible. Like when someone yells, "Spiders!" See all the spiders up here in the corner? And everyone crowds into the far corner because one wall of the room is covered with hundreds of tiny stripy specks. There are so many of them. I wish I had 20 hands. And then I realize, what does she realize? I do. Who wants the spiders out of here right away, I ask. Everyone raises a hand. Okay, I say, everyone has to help. Get a sheet of paper and Maria will show you how to fold it. Soon we have 11 little origami boxes, and I show everyone how to get the spider babies to drop inside. Here they go. What's going to happen next? I have all the spiders in the boxes. Oh, they're taking them outside. We line up and carry the spiders outside. Set your boxes along the wall and open them up, I say. The little spiders want to climb up. Why do they want to climb? Asks Louise. You won't believe me if I tell you, I mumble, but someone hears me. Roberta, Ms. William prompts. I take a deep breath. They'll climb all the way up to the roof. They'll stand on tippy toes and unfurl their spider silk, and then the breeze will float them like balloons to new homes far away. Everyone is quiet. Oh, they stare at me as if I am a tiny spider. Oh my goodness. And then everyone is talking. No way. Wow. How do they even know to do that? How does the spider silk work? They're stripy and cute when you get real close. I want to take these two home with me to show my brother, and then they can climb our house. Ms. Williams claps her hands. Let's all thank Roberta and Maria for showing us what to do. And everyone says, thank you. Everyone. Roberta and her friend Maria. The next day at recess, Maria comes over to me and sits close. Last week I found a honeybee in the grocery store, she whispers. It was so cold it could hardly move. What did you do? I asked. I put it in an egg carton and carried it outside. And then I told it, stay out of the store, Fluffy. It's not warm enough for you. You named it Fluffy? I did. You know, I say, if you and I teamed up, we could rescue. What are they going to rescue? Oh, look at all those. Maria's eyes grow wide. Bigger creatures. Birds and lizards, I say. Pandas and pangolins, says Maria. Polar bears? Rhinos and elephants. Wow. Oh, the kraken? No, that's too big for just the two of us. It's really big. Not cracking. A little bit scary. I think I know who might help, I say. There's Luis over there. We both look over at Luis. I don't know if you can notice this, but he's watching the ants go up the tree. So he's starting to care about tiny creatures, even though he told on Roberta in the beginning. And that's actually the end of the story. The next part shows some of Maria and Roberta's favorite creatures. We've got the earthworm, snail, garden spider, ladybug, dragonfly, millipede, ground beetle, honeybee, bumblebee, and kraken. And then they have instructions on how to make Maria's origami box. How cool is that? So that is our story for today. What did you think? Is Roberta or Maria a little bit like you? I know so many highly sensitive kids who love animals and who are so caring when it comes to making sure animals and tiny creatures are safe. So when I read this book, I just thought it was a perfect one to share because I thought some of you watching might recognize yourself in Roberta or Maria or Luis. And I hope you enjoyed it today. And I look forward to seeing you at our next Sensitive Story Time. If you've missed any of our episodes, you're welcome to find them on my YouTube channel or on my website on the resources page. I'll leave the link below for my website. And YouTube doesn't allow comments on videos made for young kids, but I encourage you or your parents to email me if there are certain stories you think that I should read, or if there are certain things that you struggle with that you'd like me to find a story about that might help you. So thanks again for listening and watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.